This is Jeff, and Jeff is pissed. Why? Because he can't get past 600 elo in chess. He's a chess newbie. He literally just started. It's only him and Martin playing. And still, by the way, he still draws against Martin. So here's what Jeff does. He goes on to ask Ivan how to improve a chess. Jeff knew exactly what to do next. So let me now show you something. These are my own results, okay, that I brought. Okay, I leveled up from quite a low elo level, okay, all the way up into 1700, which is quite good on chess.com. It's not amazing, okay, but it's very good in my honest opinion so far. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you basically how you can get past these lower elo levels, okay? So if you're, let's say, 700, if you're 500, if you are 800, like still quite low on your elo, okay, I'm gonna show you how are you going to be able to improve and get out of there as much as fast as possible. What I want to do is I want to make this as simple as possible for you if you're right now 700 and 600 or somewhere along these zero levels, okay? And so I'm just going to tell you, black gave you a check, okay? They have made the move queen to a5. You're a little bit better, by the way, in this example already. And as you can see, because of this check, there is only one correct move for you to do, but there's only one of them which is correct. And what I want you to do is I want you to find this correct move. Okay, really pause the video and try to see which of the moves that I can do right now as white is correct. So hopefully you've paused the video and you've actually looked for this correct example. And for this correct solution, I want to say the move that white had done and almost any other move are the incorrect ones. White had made the move pawn to b4. When you have a move like this, which is a blunder, okay, it's going to be marked in red and 2 question marks. This is very important because if we make these moves, we basically made a mistake that we can learn from for next times, right? Which is what is super important in chess. Now, let's talk about why is this a blunder. You can see here the correct move already. It is a blunder because now this allows black to do the move queen to b5. So basically taking the bishop and now you're down an entire bishop. In chess, you want to make sure that you're never losing material, okay? Each piece is considered like a few points of material. And you never want to be behind in material than your opponent. In this example, white just gave away a bishop for free, okay, meaning that now black is advantage in material in comparison to white. And let's say for a moment that you were thinking about a different move, okay, let's say for a moment that you weren't thinking about actually b4, but you were thinking, for example, about d2. Again, the exact same thing. It is still a blunder because I can just take the bishop in here and win material from this exchange. And so if you're a beginner, okay, and you have a low elo, okay, if you're somewhere below 600, 700, or even 600 and 700 now, and really anywhere below 1000, you need to make sure that you're not making blunders like this one. Let me tell you, it is the reason that you're probably stuck or not improving at least, okay? It's that you're making these types of mistakes. And in order to really improve anywhere in chess, even to higher beginner levels and to intermediate levels, we need to make sure that you never do these mistakes again, okay? Or at least minimize them as much as you can. And so, by the way, just to mention, the only correct move in this example is knight to c2, okay? And why is this? It blocks the check, it stops the check, but it also defends the bishop, right? And that is why this is the only correct move in this example. So let me now show you another example, okay? As you can see in this position, I just need to mention first, this bar, it basically says to us which side is better and why, okay? So if the bar had more of the white side, okay, going more to the downside, okay, it means that white is better. If it was black in the opposite way, then it means that black is better. But in this example, we had a check. So white is under check, okay? The king needs to move somewhere, okay? And as you can see, only one of 2 moves is correct. So the move that white made, which is the move that you're gonna see, is also the blunder, okay? It's the move king to d1. Why is the move king to d1? King to basically here in numbers to name a specific square. This is d1, this is e1. White had made the move king to d1. Why is this a blunder? It allows black to the move queen here. The king is under check, there's nothing to defend it, so it's going to move here, okay, to e1. And because the queen is here, okay, I want you to think about it, now it can move here, okay, to e2. And the king, which is going to be here, is not able to move anywhere without getting checked again, okay, thus being checkmated. Okay, so queen to c2. Okay, the king moves to e1. Okay, and now it's a complete checkmate. So actually the correct move that white had to do, okay, in this example, before he made the blunder, is the move king to e3. Because here is safe. So how do we solve this? Okay, so that we wouldn't make moves like king to d1, which are the correct moves. Before we make the blunder, before we make any move, okay, so in this example, before we make this move, we ask, what could our opponent do? Is this move a blunder? And we ask, is the certain move that we do a blunder before every move that we do in chess? There are other questions that we could ask later on to make our play a little bit better. But right now, this is the key reason to unstacking your elo in chess, alright? So we ask basically, is the move king to d1 a blunder? Okay, what could our opponent do? He could do the move queen to c2 and then give us a checkmate. And so the move king to d1 is a blunder. I'm not going to make this move. I'm going to instead make the move king to e3. In the first example, where basically black had made the move queen to a5, okay, as you can see, we needed to ask if we're gonna make the move b4, is this a blunder? And if we ask this move, okay, and we look at the entire board when we do this, okay, because if we overly focus on one part, like just on the check, okay, and how do we block this check, then we're gonna make a move like this, but we're gonna make a miss because the queen is also able to take the bishop. It's called tunnel vision when you over focus on one part of a chessboard, just like in this example. But we're gonna ask this move, is this move a blunder? And we're gonna figure out that yes, this is a blunder because it could take the bishop. Is the move bishop to d2 a blunder? Again, yes, because it could take the bishop. Is the move knight to c3 a blunder? This time it's not a blunder, okay, because we blocked the check, but we also defended the bishop from being captured. This is actually the correct move, okay? We're gonna do this move instead. In this example, yes, this is the correct move. This way we basically prevent ourselves from making blunder, like pawn to b4 in this example. We just ask, is the move that we're thinking about a blunder? Because could it like get us to lose material and get mated? Okay, and there is a practice that you can do immediately after this video, which is to play this exact thing against the bots. What do we want to play against the bots? We just want to practice asking this before every move, okay, to just stop ourselves from doing blunder checks. Okay, if we do this, we're going to practice blunder checks, and we're thus going to get a little bit better in our chess elo, okay, and to basically almost beat all of the other people and get past our low elo. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will do my best to answer all of them. Consider the first link in the description, and I could be the person that basically not just gets you past the low elo level, okay, but also to get you a lot higher as of your current elo. Okay, so for example, if you're right now 700, 600, in the next few months, you could get to 1400 and 1500 elo in the game of chess. And of course, as always, if you want, you can consider leaving a subscribe, and basically I'll show you how to get better next time in chess. Bye.